In a quiet village, tucked between rolling hills and winding streams, stood an old house at the very end of a narrow lane. The house was tall and crooked, its roof slanted, its shutters hanging loose, and its windows dusty as if they had not been opened in years. The villagers whispered that the house was haunted, for late at night, when the moon was high and the wind carried strange songs, a faint light could be seen flickering in the attic window. Most people crossed the lane quickly, avoiding even a glance at the old house, but one family moved in, not afraid of whispers or shadows. The family had a curious little boy named Samuel, whose eyes were bright with wonder and whose heart was braver than most. From the moment they arrived, Samuel noticed the attic window. He could not stop thinking about it. The way the curtain fluttered when there was no breeze, the way the shadows moved as if someone was walking behind them. One stormy evening, when thunder rolled and rain tapped against the windows, Samuel crept upstairs with a lantern in his hand. The stairs groaned beneath his feet, and the air grew colder the higher he climbed. At last, he reached the attic door, a tall wooden door with iron hinges, scratched and worn. He pushed it open slowly, and the lantern's glow spilled into the darkness. Inside, the attic was filled with old trunks, broken chairs, and forgotten memories covered in dust. The air smelled of time itself, of wood, paper, and secrets. Samuel stepped carefully between cobwebs, his lantern flickering. And then, from the far corner of the attic, he saw it. A figure, pale and glowing faintly, sitting beside an old rocking chair. The figure lifted its head, and Samuel's breath caught. It was a ghost. The ghost looked no older than a child, with gentle eyes that shimmered like moonlight and a voice that was soft as a sigh. "You can see me," the ghost whispered. Samuel nodded, clutching his lantern but not turning away. "Who are you?" he asked. The ghost smiled faintly. "I am Eleanor. I have been here for so long, waiting for someone to listen." Samuel's fear melted into curiosity. "Why are you here? Why don't you leave?" The ghost lowered her head. "Many years ago, this was my home. I lived in this attic, where I kept my books and toys. But one winter night, I fell ill and never left. My family moved away, but my spirit remained, tied to the attic, forgotten as the house grew old. I do not wish to frighten anyone. I only wish to be remembered." Samuel's heart ached for her. "I will remember you," he said, "and I will tell others your story, so you will not be forgotten." The ghost's eyes glistened. "If you do that, I will finally find peace." From that night on, Samuel visited Eleanor often, sitting in the attic and listening to her tales of the past, of festivals in the village, of nights spent reading by candlelight, of laughter that once filled the halls of the old house. The ghost grew brighter each time she spoke, as if memory itself was bringing her back to life. Then, one clear night, as the stars sparkled through the attic window, Eleanor stood by the rocking chair one last time. "Thank you, Samuel," she whispered. "Because of you, I am no longer alone." Her form shimmered like silver mist, her smile warm and free, and with one final breath of light, she faded away, leaving the attic still and quiet. From that night on, the attic no longer felt heavy or cold. It was warm, filled with the quiet comfort of peace. Samuel told the village Eleanor's story, and the whispers of fear turned into whispers of kindness. Children no longer ran past the house in fear. They looked up at the attic window and smiled, knowing that a lonely ghost had finally found her way home. And though the flickering light in the attic window was never seen again, those who stepped into the old house swore they could feel a gentle presence in the air, as if Eleanor's spirit still lingered in the beams and the floorboards, not haunting, but watching, protecting, and reminding all who entered that even the loneliest ghost can be set free when someone dares to listen.